Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a nice Sunday. Re-uploading this one for y'all. Let's go.
All right, please introduce yourself, state your name and DOC number for the record.
Carl Brister, 508-638.
All right, Carl, my name is Brennan Kelsey, along with Ms. Jackson and Ms. Wise. Will be your panel. Have a parole interview, ask you some questions, you'll respond. At the end, you can get a statement, we'll take a vote. Do you understand the process?
Yes, sir.
Carl Brister, DOC number 508-638. You're a fourth class offender. Parole eligibility date 5/3/2024. Good time, I'm sorry. Parole eligibility date 8/11/2022. Good time date 5/3/2024. Full term date 5/3/2029. 7-year, 10-month, 13-day sentence. And you were possession of methamphetamines, monetary instrument use, possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, would you answer Ms. Jackson, please?
Good morning, Mr. Brister. How are you doing today?
I'm good, ma'am. How are you doing?
Fine. Are you 42 years old?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been in jail this time on these charges?
14 months.
That was that on a revocation of parole, or was that from your August 6th of 21? Are all of your charges that you're serving time on as a result of being revoked?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll get your supervision history, Mr. Mr. Brister, rather, and it's extensive. I mean, you have had every period of supervision revoked, starting with probation, then you would good time out on your charges. Sometimes you good time out multiple times on the same charge, and you always got revoked based on new criminal activity, usually felonies involving meth. So can you explain to us why you had such a hard time complying with the conditions of the supervised releases?
It's a very addictive drug. I've tried and I've tried. I mean, I know I've had plenty of time to do it. Now that I'm old enough to realize what I've done in the past, it's really got me. You know, I'm tired of it. I can't do it no more. I'm ready to straighten up.
Well, I'm glad you're tired, but the reality is you actually can do it because you demonstrated that over the course of your life. When I look at your program, you've done excellent programs during your periods of incarceration. They didn't seem to help you very much. I show that you completed Blue Walters in 2015. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you had multiple drug arrests once you were released after you did that. I show that you did risk management a number of times. It looks like in 2020, twice in 2020. You also did it in 2017, and you've done it in 2022. And again, none of those things seem to have helped you. Why do you think those programs were not successful in helping you deal with this addiction?
Well, I think it's because of the people I was hanging around when I went home. I've always went back to the same crowd. I mean, I know it's not their fault, but
isn't one of the things that they teach you is to disassociate yourself from people who live that lifestyle, but yet you chose not to do that? Help us understand it.
I don't know. It's hard to understand. I don't know why I keep doing it. It's the same people, mostly family members, and that's what makes it so hard.
Part of the people in your family.
Yes, ma'am.
And I understand that meth is a tough I understand that. But I don't know. Well, let me ask you this. You say you're tired, but beyond being tired, what else do you think might make a difference this time in your being able to be successful?
Well, my nephew and my friend have a thing that got going on at church that they want me to be involved in. And I think that really will help me
And why do you think that will help?
because it's a totally different group of people I'm going to be hanging around. Even
Well,
family.
Okay, who in your family has been your downfall? What relationships?
Nieces and nephews and brother.
Okay. How many siblings do you have?
9.
And only one of them is involved in drug use?
Yes, ma'am.
So you've got a lot of other family members. Why do you always gravitate to the brother and his children who are involved in this lifestyle?
Because I was living right next door to one of them, my brother, which was my main downfall. But he's incarcerated now, so
Yeah, but for how long?
I'm not sure.
What's he incarcerated for?
Meth.
When you what is your plan? One, where are you going to live?
I'm going to live living with my sister. But my brother don't live there no more. He moved off since I got incarcerated, and then he got incarcerated.
Now, what were your nieces and nephews?
They don't live there no more.
And what about employment?
I got a job, EK Construction. I do high lines.
You have a moderate risk score, which probably should be high given the number of times you've struggled with compliance. And how long have you been at the facility that you're in right now?
13 months.
Are there any programs offered there?
Yes, ma'am. I just got through completing 2 of them, and I'm in one now.
What programs have you completed there?
Risk management and Money Smart.
That's the one, yeah, I see 2022 you were in this. Let me speak to someone with the facility. Is there anyone who can tell us anything about Mr. Brister?
Ma'am, I don't really know Mr. Brister. He hasn't, since he's been here, his name has not come up to me, so obviously he's no trouble because, you know the troublemakers more than you do anything else. But I haven't heard his name or know anything about him. I don't even know how long he's been here.
14 months.
14 months. I've never heard his name one time. So obviously he was no trouble while he was here. He probably don't have a job, but there's a lot of people that don't have jobs, and we're trying to get work release going over here and stuff like that. But
When do you think that might happen? Do you think it's realistic that you are going to get a work release program up there?
yes, ma'am, we're working on it. We're hoping that before the first of the year, we're gonna have work release up there.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
That's all I have, Mr. Johnson.
All right, Mr. Brister, what if your brother's he's in jail somewhere and he's saying that the reason he's on drugs is because he's hanging around the wrong person?
Could be, but he's here with us. He's here at this facility as well. So, I know in my heart that I'm done with it. I can't do this no more. I'm tired of it.
You talked to there at the facility?
Yes, sir.
Y'all get along?
Yes, sir. Like I told him, I can't hang around him no more. You're my family until you clean up. I'm done. Whether I make this board today or not, I'm done.
What did he say?
He said he's done too. So.
Right. It's all out there. It's all out there for you to be exposed to. You got to decide not to. And look, it's concerning that you you've had a lot of opportunities and haven't been able to do it. I understand you tried. Sounds like you're making a turn, but would you like to make a statement on your behalf?
No, sir, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. I'm prepared to vote.
Yeah.
Ms. Jackson.
Ms. Brewster, I understand that addiction is hard. I know that. And you have struggled with it for some time. You've gone through programs and fallen back. It seems as if you're making the turn that Mr. Kelsey talked about. You know, sometimes it takes getting to the point where you're just done, you're tired, you can't do it anymore. But I still think you need some more support in this. Great, they got a transitional work program started first of the year so that you could get in that and start working, have some money when you get out. You have a date in 2024. I just feel like at this point, you can't feel confident yet. I think you're getting there, but I don't feel confident that you've got enough time sobriety and develop to get out and be successful. And that's what we need. I mean, we're not here to keep you in, but we're not here to let you out. We're here to try to help you be successful when you do get released. So my vote today is going to be to deny because of the poor supervision history, and that you're a moderate risk. But I'm going to encourage you to keep working and not let this setback be disappointment that causes you to spiral, down and start getting write-ups or using drugs or in prison. And hopefully they'll get a transitional work program started. And if you kept your nose clean, maybe by the first of the year when they get that program, you can be one of the first people in that program. And you can, make yourself proud, make your family proud, and, make the institution proud that they allowed you to be in that program. But my vote today is to deny, but I'm going to encourage you to keep working. Okay.
Mr. Carter, I'm glad to hear your insights and your reflections. You are spending this time really thinking, and I'm glad to hear that. But for me, I concur with Mrs. Jackson, not yet. It's about staying out. You've gotten out many times. If you've done that, that's old school. We're trying to get you to stay out this time. So my vote is to deny as well. There is some indication that you need treatment. I want to encourage you to go and start writing to get involved in support. That's what you do, so.
Yes, ma'am.
You have 2 votes to deny. For the same reasons I'd vote to deny. You're doing well. You are doing well. You're heading the right direction. I would ask the warden, please, if he stays out of trouble, put him first on the list for your transitional work. So, that would be a great step for you to get out, work, you'll be around. Just you have an opportunity to make a little money, just kind of get away for a little bit. But with your moderate Tiger score and your full supervision, I'm going to have to vote to deny as well today, but encourage you to keep working hard. And again, Warren, if you could put him on top of the list, get him in that program as soon as y'all get going, that'd be good.
Yes, sir.
All right, 3 votes to deny today. Your parole's been denied. Good luck to you, Carl.
Thank y'all.
We'll adjourn at Evolves at 9:24. Thank you, Warden.
Thank y'all. Have a good day.
And what's the saying? Einstein saying insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. I think that's the kind of use case here. He seems like a good guy when he's sober and in jail, but he just can't help himself. Yeah, seems like the only real solution for this man is to change his people's places and things. But what can you do in these type of situations?